I do want to bring in political reporter Rick Albin, also live from his home this evening, to talk about the governor's remarks today and how that squares with what the Republicans want to roll out. Rick?
Yeah, it's interesting, Brian, because I don't have the complete details of the governor's plan or the Republicans' plan, both of which I suspect are evolving, but they did have some similarities. But when these businesses reopen, when people get to go back to work, what is it going to look like? Well, for the first time today, we got a glimpse of what the governor has in mind. While she can't say exactly when that's going to happen, she says she is formulating a plan. She says her decision will be driven by the progress of the disease and some of the numbers you just talked about. But she also says that she looks forward to the time when the stay-home orders are gradually phased out.
I think that it's going to be really important that we are re-engaging in waves. And it is going to take a while before everyone is back to work in the way that we think of it. And even then, our lives may be very different. We may be wearing face masks. We may have new precautions in the workplace that weren't there before. But we will ramp up, and we will get to a place where you can go out and have a bite to eat at a restaurant with your friends and loved ones and do so safely. But it's going to take a little while. I think, as we meet next week, you'll have an opportunity to see a lot of the different thought process that is going behind the strategy. We are moving forward in earnest. It is my fervent hope that we do this. We need to do it right so that we do it safely and don't ever have to think about a stay-home order again is my goal. But it's going to take time people are going to need to be patient, and this will happen in waves.
So what are some of those changes going to be? The governor talked about things like having restaurants open but at half capacity and maybe having your temperature taken before you go into those restaurants. But she did say something interesting. One of her considerations would be about people working indoors versus people working outside. And that may give a glimmer of hope for a couple of industries that have really been pushing back on this. Folks in the landscaping business and people who are doing some residential construction. Now, she didn't say anything about either one of those businesses, but when she entered into the idea of indoor versus outdoor, that immediately came to mind. But nothing is going to change until the governor is satisfied that the progress of the disease has been sufficiently slowed. So we still don't know when this is going to happen, but starting next week, I think we'll get a better idea of what it's going to look like. Reporting live from home, Rick Albin, News 8.
All right, Rick, sounds good. We'll wait for that decision coming up. Thank you for that.